Come on, kid.
Yes.
Hey, eye on the ball. Eye on the ball. Good, attaboy.
Yeah. Good one. Boom. Good one. Boom.
Come on, John. Bulldog! We're picking up balls. Currently picking up balls right now. You got a freaking transition. Whoa. Picking up balls right now. Got the other ones working right here. Half right there. Mr. Ben Tate, D1 commit. We got Mr. Oakley Board picking up balls. John Lance is picking up balls too. Picking up balls right now. Oh yeah? Getting that work in today.
Jonathan.
Yeah, no, that's not a good one, that's a bad one.
Alright, Jonathan learning to do high tee so you can get on top of the plane with the ball and make great contact. Go ahead, John.
We got Connor Kleinpeter feeding him right here.
Just go ahead, Jonathan. You want to focus again on top of the ball so you can hit on top of high fastball pitches. That's what I'm talking about. How do you feel about that? All right, coming out, John. That a boy! 22, LSU commit, high tee.
Beautiful.
Come on, you got it. It's not even moving.
Hey, Matt.
Yeah, man!
We're doing A-swings on the field right now.
Come on. Look at that man. Look at Tib. Look at him walking. Big man. That's it. Dude.
Started right after school, 2:30. Lasted over 3 hours. I got back home around almost 7. It was nowhere near as terrible as literally everybody else made it out to be. That included baseball, baseball players, other just random people that thought baseball was just a nightmare. It wasn't. I'll be dead serious. It was pretty simple and straightforward. Stealing bases, the typical practice is what they would normally do. It wasn't just a workout. Catching, batting. I didn't try pitching because I suck at it. But everything else went fine. I'm on the good side of Coach Tibb, thank God. I don't think anyone wants to be on that man's bad side, so I'm going to continue that. Okay, so pretty much what I've come to understand is that anyone else has done the 7 Days Project, they pretty much said that Tibb wouldn't let them do stuff. That's not the case. Tibb will probably let me do stuff, but I'm too scared to attempt it while his actual players are going. I'd like to actually get through the 7 days so I get a grade on this and not interfere with, a drill that he takes super serious. So I'm just kind of, standing on the side for that at least. The rest of everything they do, basics again today, we got back early. Yeah, early being 6 o'clock, because they had already, they had PE 7th hour, so by the end of the day, they had already started their official practice. I had to go dress out. Obviously, I was late because everyone else is in the PE, and they were, dressed out, ready to go. So I missed out on the first bit. What I did do and what I've been doing is pretty much anything to do with catching whatever they hit. So they send me out to, they call it shag. It's the people that just go out and catch the balls from anyone else that hits it from the machine that shoots the ball. So I'm just out there standing in the outfield, catching anything that gets hit towards me, or just throw back to a bucket. And then eventually, when they rotate, people go from either shagging to pitching to batting to hitting. And you know, they have different stations for the people that are more experienced. The more experienced people are the ones that are hitting on the field that hit for the shaggers to go pick up, while the other ones start off with just in the batting cage, and they have like, you know, a batting tee, a same machine, one of the like same machines they have outside that just shoots the ball and winds up shoots it. And then they have just like a chair set up with a net so someone can just toss the ball up, someone else can hit it. So I did that like a little bit, but I mostly just stay on the outfield, get the balls, throw them back. But we did shuttle runs, which is, you know, I was probably one of the few people that didn't know what that was. Sprinting from 50-yard line to 25-yard line and back 6 times. That's like from 50 to 25, that's 1, and back is 2. Do it 6 times. I did it, kept up with Kyle, did it a second time, and then Tip said do it another time. I was like, geez, you know, I might pass because I can't breathe. Couldn't breathe. It was kind of fun. Overall, I didn't do that much. Probably not as much work as yesterday. I didn't want to get in the way of Tip today, and they had already gotten through some of like the basic stuff that they would let me do. They had done that already during PE. So I kind of stood back for the first little part of it, and then once they got to rotations from different stations, I jumped in there. I did everything there. But today, I did have a treat. Got to interview Coach Tibb. Quite the honor. When sitting down with him at break, he did say that I was, you know, like the only one that actually stayed, you know, for all the practice, and I guess tried to do stuff, like really attempted to do stuff, and he, you know, he liked that I actually gave it a shot. I didn't just show up and, you know, kind of watch him for a while. So I was right that he respects people that, you know, try and actually like try to do stuff. Try to do, and I fail, but at least I gave it a shot.
Playing careers, played from when I was T-ball to first year in college, and I played American Legion ball, and yeah, played all positions really, mostly infield, second base, caught a little bit, played a lot of outfield too. I guess. Well, so my playing career was inspired, I guess, just because I love the game, or I developed a love for the game. I don't always love it, but I respected the game and I enjoyed watching it. And then my coaching career is inspired by Skip Bertman, who's a legendary baseball coach at LSU. You know, I enjoyed watching the LSU team play, and it really got me into baseball when I was a kid.
I was just really curious as to who inspired him, because Tibb himself, like, he could make anything motivational, swear to God. Like, no matter what he says, he could be screaming at you, he could be insulting you, but whatever he says makes you want to get something done.
The answer is yes, something pushes me, and that's God, because I feel like it's a calling. And that's what he put me on earth to do. It's my way of building his kingdom, doing his will. And if he ever has anything else planned for me that he would like for me to do, and I trust that through prayer he will, you know, he would make that intention known to me, that he desires me to do something else. But prayer has led me to find that, you know, God's calling me to be a baseball coach here at Turlings now for 13 years, I think. I think every kid's reason for playing, every kid's reason why is different. But they all share something in common, in the fact that they have a certain talent or a certain character trait that they want to develop, that allows them to endure through you know, the workouts and the games and the strenuous schedule and whatnot. I think it's more of a mental game. I definitely think the guy that thinks he can win in baseball is going to perform better than the guy that struggles with confidence. most of our kids are really good ball players as far as like within their age groups in this area. You know what I mean? They've been good ball players since they were little, and we have tryouts and all because we don't have enough coaches, nor do we have enough spots to be able to keep everybody. It's the worst part of the job. Like I hate tryouts. I hate having to cut kids, but because we have such a high interest in baseball and because of our tradition and all,
It's a necessary part of it.
it's a necessary part of it. And it also, I think, makes the boys that are able to make the team value what they have and to appreciate the gifts that they have.
Dude, sucked that the bell rang because then I wanted to ask him. I had like a list of questions to follow up with him just letting me on the team. So today I did a lot more than yesterday. Obviously yesterday I had a bowling match. I didn't do as much with baseball besides interviewing Coach Tibb, which on its own, I mean, that was pretty interesting. But today we actually did some work. We didn't go to practice after, but we did. I screwed up my whole schedule for this because I wanted to get some more footage. And I went to 7th hour PE. I'll be doing the same tomorrow. When I went to ask him, because today was, the first day that I like changed to do their PE. So I went to ask Coach Tibb, what are we actually doing today? His response was, I'm going to make you puke. So get ready. Now, that's not the most encouraging thing to hear. He has a good sense of, I like his sense of humor. It's pretty funny. I was ready for it. We were supposed to apparently run, called flushers. So they were gonna like run from, I think, the school to like Indiana Park or something and back, like nonstop. So, didn't know, I had joined the cross-country team all of a sudden. The only thing that resembled running was we went sprint in the parking lot. We did what was equivalent pretty much of sprinting around the bases like once or twice. It wasn't a lot. And it was a really easy day. It wasn't bad. I mean, it was just like a normal, wasn't terrible, mainly because it was meant to be a recovery day. Yesterday they had a scrimmage when I had my bowling match. So they played hard that day, and then throughout this week they've been practicing real hard, working out real hard. So he was just giving them, a recovery day to get back together, recoup and everything. He gave this long speech at the end to kind of motivate them to work hard tomorrow. Tibb, watched me working out, and I think I got a clip of that from what I recorded of us in the weight room. And obviously he was joking, but he was like, man, if you would have showed up yesterday for the scrimmage, you would have do the game.
About your brother right there. What normally do you do this time? Just a wall? Switch it up and throw another three. You should get Nate Besson. If he had come last night, he might have let you play with him. Yeah. He comes Let us not grow tired of doing good, for in due time we shall reap our harvest if we do not give up. I just happened to read this morning. It's crazy. Fear. Right? So because of the failure, now you're afraid. Oh, damn, I lost it. I can't. What happened? I must have lost my love for the game. I must have lost my competitive edge because it was so easy before. This game, it used to be so easy, and then now it's so hard. All right? And that's where you're at. So you got, it's that like the deer in headlights look at the plate last night. That's all that is. All right? And so now you're in that stage of fear, but maybe I lost my love for it. No, you didn't. This is the adversity that we're talking about. And in the spiritual side of things, like the devil knows exactly what he's doing. He wants to make you think of these easy ways.
Last weekday of baseball, and it was miserable for the most part. So we went to, I went to PE again, changed my schedule, had Miss Adams' fifth hour class instead of going to my speech and debate class, which, I mean, it's not a big deal. I do nothing in that class anyway. So most of the people
Is this John's camera?
Yes, sir.
Hello, John's camera.
honestly, I wouldn't mind like actually switching to that. Well, I wouldn't mind changing my schedule now I think about it, just to like that, keep that for the rest of the year. But either way, went through that. Miss Adams was interested in how I was enjoying baseball. Said I was. My opinion would change a little bit a few hours from then. I didn't go to the weight room. Sadly, I would have enjoyed doing that, but instead went out to the field, did some BP, some batting practice. So they practiced with that. I did too. I jumped in. We were kind of goofing off. Weren't doing like too much. We were taking it super serious. Went shagging again. That's pretty much my role in the team at this point. Did preliminary stretches, stuff like that. Everyone, get everyone to loosen up. Went to class last hour, and there was a change of plan. So instead of doing practice like at the Turlings field, we went to the Broussard Sports Complex. Did that, and got everything ready, packed everything. Tib made him some peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. I appreciated it. Got some free food, which I was thankful for because I pretty much didn't bring a lunch because I didn't want to eat too much before PE and then just throwing up. Then it got cold, and then our time on the field ran out at 5 o'clock. And there's like this little practice field. It's just an infield, like off to the side, like or whatever. So when we left, there was like 2 other teams that went on the field we were originally on, and then they ended up playing a game. And we were on this tiny little field, like, complex. And it was just us. And we did our, the basic like drills and everything I've always done with them. I've been doing with them the whole week. And then they started getting like super serious. They were running bases and stuff like that. And it would be an understatement to say that Tib was getting upset. One thing I did learn, they have so many just complex, like symbols and alerts and stuff like that as to whether someone's about to like steal a base or someone's about to do this. Just the amount of communication that goes on silently between the pitcher, the catcher, and everyone else on the team, and the different like dummy sound offs and stuff they do to make sure the other team doesn't know what they're doing to communicate is impressive. Okay, I understood that probably happened in like pro ball and probably college ball. No clue that people in high school ball took it that serious. So I went and grabbed this jacket that Kyle let me borrow a while back, and if it wasn't for this jacket, I'd probably just be frozen on the side of the Broussard Sports Complex, just dead, because it was stupid cold. Like, it was bad. I couldn't feel my hands at the end. They could stay warm just in t-shirts and everything, the whole outfit, because they're constantly running and staying active in some way. Tib, the only thing keeping him warm was his heart rate, because he got so pumped every time someone messed up. So he was good, but man, I couldn't take it. I was about to just leave. And then they started doing basic drills again, like base and dirt or something like that. It's the thing where you just have multiple runners where each base is. And judging on how Tib like throws the ball, pretending it's either a punt or like a line drive or something like that, you have to gauge whether you should steal the base or not. I had been doing that during the week, so I joined in then for a little bit, and then my camera died, so kind of started slacking off. And the few times I did do it, I was always behind because I didn't know really what I was looking for. Tib kind of called me out. He said, "What are you doing, Landry? Just being a robot following him." Oh yeah, and then if they messed up during their little drill with base running and stuff like that, yeah, the punishment was crawling on all fours, either doubles from home base to second base, or home runs from home base round to home base. Yeah, that's fun. Then we kneeled on the ground, listened to Tib and his motivational speech for like another 15 minutes. That man could talk. At least he keeps it interesting. Pretty much, he just, got them prepared for tomorrow. No matter what, they should be ready for tomorrow, I can tell you that much.
Alright, so I won't be in the dugout for this game as far as I know. I'm about to head over there, even though it's a scrimmage and I'm pretty sure it doesn't count. And that'll be my Saturday, I guess.
Yeah, I think that was. I didn't drink right away. Why aren't you dressing out with it? Why aren't you dressing out with it? What did you play? What position did you play?
Okay.
Wait, stop. What do we do?
I don't know. Whatever you want to do.
Give it to you.
Hey!
We don't even go there.
Hey Drake, yo, say something.
Ready to go.
Because like everybody who like struck out.
Do it again. There you go.
I'm in John's video.
Woo! Go Rebels!
We love this boy.
John, I'm gonna make it in the video too.
Of course you're gonna be in the video. Everyone's gonna be in the video.
You play good, dog.
I didn't get to do everything I planned to do. Today was kind of a improvisation. I was supposed to go hitting with Kyle and Ben, but considering how last night the scrimmage went for 10 innings, when normally they only play 7, I understand that they couldn't go help me out for this. This was me just hitting, even though I completely suck at it. I definitely appreciate Tib letting me do this for a week. I appreciate everyone on the team being, cooperative with me and helping me out to get through all this. So that would appear to be it for my week. Baseball was fun, I'll be honest. I enjoyed it. Don't think I could have picked a better sport.